beep at me more, car. Bitch at me more, like others do. Just bitch, 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 bitch. Screw this week at work in the bum. Even though I only worked 3 days, I feel like it took a month off of my life. Because that's, it's like I had like 2 weekends. Like I had 2 Mondays in a weird way. I had a regular Monday, and then I took 2 days off, and like yesterday was like a Monday. I mean, today was like a Friday. So, I worked 2 Mondays and a Friday, but just that feeling of another Monday was terrible. And, today I was very tired because I kind of spent some time last night talking to someone till the wee hours of the night. Someone that I knew a little bit and got to know a little more. Not a girl, but a person that I found to be very interesting, and I think they found me very interesting. And we were gonna play some music, and then we ended up just like gabbing all night, gabbing. But it was very, it was one of those things where I kind of didn't want to end the conversation, but we talked about a lot and revealed a lot about ourselves to each other, and it was just fun. But of course, I had to cut it off to be like, yeah, I do have to sleep, and I have to go to work in the morning now. And I woke up not super late, but my phone I didn't charge it, my phone ended up dying, and I woke up with enough time to get to work. But then I dilly-dallied. I was a few minutes late, but then again, I stayed late yesterday. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter that I was a couple minutes late to work, because as soon as I get in, I kind of got a little bit of a talking to, because a certain situation happened, and it happened a couple times before. This is probably the third time this particular thing had happened at work, and it something that makes one of the truck drivers mad, and they had talked to me about or whatever. But so it made it so other people had to do more work and this and that. But the thing is that when this happened, then it's like other people, it's like, well, this person said that, oh yeah, when you do this, you fuck it up, and or you're always doing this. You're always doing this fucked up thing. When it's like, I know for a fact that the things they're talking about happened a couple of times in the past 2.5 months, like maybe 3 times, and not even like right in succession. Like one happened like the 2nd week I was working, and then maybe the 6th week I was working, and then maybe one time it happened like 3 weeks ago. But one of those things, when someone fucks up a little bit, then it's like everyone, oh yeah, well, yeah, this has happened before. This is the way he does it. When you load someone's truck 40 times, 50 times, and 3 of the times a little mess up happens, and then they're like, oh, you're always doing this, always. It's like, no, dude. But yeah, you remember the bad time. You don't remember all the other times that nothing happened. And you know how I remember it? Because you people, the people who were complaining about this shit, are little bitches about everything. And even my boss is like, yeah, this guy's kind of a bitch about everything. So I know that it only happened 3 times, because I would have heard about it 5 to 10 to 20 times if it did happen that many times. What does happen all the time is you're a fucking bitch. All the time. Every day of your life. All the time. I don't fuck up every single fucking day, but you're a bitch. Cunt little bitch every single day. And that's the fucking truth. But anyway, it's just... And I started being like, I try to be magnanimous. I try to be like, give people a little bit of like leeway. Oh yeah, people, sometimes people fuck up a little bit. That's what happens. It happens to everyone. Even someone who's done something for 20 years will sometimes fuck up every once in a while. It happens. But when the new guy, which I'm still considered the new guy, fucks up and it's his third time doing a fuck up, oh man, this guy, oh yeah, he's always, it's like dog eat dog pile on bullshit where it's like, I mean, and I was talking to one of the guys, so one of the guys at my work, he's getting transferred. He's the shipping guy, the guy who kind of, assigns all the jobs to whoever and tells them where they're going, and I mean, I got a loaded truck every once in a while. I mean, a lot, actually. So I got to go in there and figure out what I'm putting on a certain truck, so on and so forth. Well, some guy got fired at another spot in the company, so now they're sending him over there and all this stuff. So it's in him and we talked about stuff. Come to find out, he was an MP. He was in the National Guard, but he also was in the Army and went overseas and was in combat. So, being a military kid, I kind of had a connection with him. It's kind of funny. We just kind of found this connection, and then it's like he gets redeployed. I said it to him like that. It's like, oh, now you're going. Well, we started to get to know each other. Now you're going to a new duty station. Well, that's the military. Happy trail, travels and whatever, sayonara. And it's weird, before I even knew that he was getting transferred, because this kind of came out today, we all were like, oh shit, he's leaving, he's got to go to this other place, which is actually right near our place, but we probably won't see him much. He's going to be busy doing his other thing. But, I said to him today, because like I said, it seemed like a little dog pile happened on me, or all the little things that people have been bitching about kind of came out of the woodwork today at me. And I said to him, I was like, one thing that I've never gotten used to about civilians is the fact that in the military, you're a team. It's all about, a squadron, or whatever. Even though you might not like someone, or you might not agree with them on certain issues, whatever, you still have to work within a team, because in the military, especially in a combat situation, if you don't, you die. That's just the thick and thin of it. I'm gonna go this way. Fuck that. Yeah, well, yeah, I cut in front of you. Sorry. Ugh, go fuck yourself. I cut in front of a car, and they gotta honk at me. I didn't make it so that you had to slam on your brakes. I actually sped up enough so that, it didn't really fuck you up that much. But, you didn't expect that to happen, so now you've got to... Oh, I'm so mad at you. I'm mad at you that you made me, pay attention to things. Oh, screw. Fucking bitches left and right. Everyone's a little bitch. So anyway, I was talking to this guy, and I said, yeah, one thing about the civilians is they don't have it's like every man for himself, dog eat dog. Even in a work situation, it's like, you can't be a little magnanimous or give anyone a little bit of leeway, or oh, well, that guy's in the barrel, that guy's on the ground, kick him, get him. That, it's like, why do you think we have this big separation between the elites and the peons? Because they keep us kicking each other. Right? You don't want to work with each other. You don't understand. We're all here to kind of help each other a little bit, and yeah, it's okay to razz somebody and mess around with somebody. But at some point, you have to realize that people do fuck up, and they're not always meaning to, so to just do a pile on somebody. It's one of those things of like one of the guys who kind of said some shit about me. I was like, man, I've been kind of nice to this guy, and like I said, magnanimous, and trying to, not bitch about him to other people or the bosses and shit. But you know what? It's like, now I see your true colors. You know what I mean? I guess we're not a team. I thought we had a little understanding, or we got along a little bit. And now it's like, all right, well, now I know where you stand. So don't get mad at me when I say some shit about you and the shit that you do. That I might not, that I kind of kept to myself a little bit. Because like, hey, I get it. Not everyone's perfect, and not everyone like is on every second of the day. You have your bad days, you have your bad weeks, this and that. But now that I know that like these motherfuckers don't give a shit about a teamwork or working with anyone, or sort of being like, hey, I guess I don't need to like completely dog a guy all the way all the time. They don't give a shit. So okay, now I know who at my job like will fucking just stomp on you when they get a chance. So all right, that's where we all stand. Okay, but don't get mad at me when it's time you get your time in the barrel, you get your time on the bottom of the dog pile, and I'm stepping on you like you stepped on me. Don't get mad, because you want to do it. You want to lash out. You want to be a bitch. So I can be a bitch too. I can be an asshole. I can be a bigger asshole than most people, actually. And here's the other thing. I can get in people's ear and make it seem like you're a really big asshole. So I mean, if that's where we're at, if that's what we're gonna do, okay then. Don't be mad. Don't be all bitchy when it's like, oh man, oh, you said this about this, and I thought you were gonna keep that to yourself, or you were not gonna, hey man, loose lips sink ships. You got loose lips, and now you're gonna be sunk, motherfucker. But anyway, at least I'm not too vindictive. I mean, I could set up booby traps too. How about that? If I really wanted to fuck around with a motherfucker, I could just set up some shit to really fuck with you. Make it so things bad happen. But I'm not, I don't have enough time or energy to do that. I'll just, not keep my mouth shut about things. If someone wants to know about some messed up stuff that a person did or whatever, hey man, oh yeah, I heard them say this. I heard them do this. Yep. Oh yeah, I heard that this and that and whatever. Oh shit. Yeah, you didn't have your blinker on. It's like, if you don't have your blinker on, I don't know where you're going, especially when we're in a goddamn rotary. Good thing I hit my fucking brakes, dick. I mean, anyway, it's been one of those weeks. But again, now it's the weekend. It's fine. I can't wait to get home and have a drink. I'm usually not like, man, I need a drink. But today, yeah, I need a drink. I definitely do. Definitely. I almost want to go get like something else. Yeah, I guess I really can't. I'll refrain from grabbing like a cig to you. I guess I won't smoke anything tonight, which is gonna be tough. I like having a little tiny cigar puffing at night, but that's all right. I can refrain. Because once you start having too much nicotine, then you need it, and if you don't have it, then you start getting headaches, and I hate that part. Oh, I hate that part. And I don't want to keep smoking to not get the headaches. I'll suffer through those headaches, but I fucking hate them. I don't, that's the only thing that gives me headaches, when I'm like coming down from like nicotine or things like that, or like it's washing out of my system when I get too used to it. Even the drinking, like I haven't really drank that much over the past 2 weeks because I was starting to get like a little like annoyed without it. You know, it's so quick that the system gets used to this stuff way too quick. But I'm tired as shit today. I had to go get an extra coffee during lunch. Actually, yeah, I got a Mocha Madness, which I haven't had in so long, from Honeydew Coffee. Yeah, very, very nice tasting, chocolatey coffee. Mm-hmm. Like a hot chocolate with caffeine injected in it. Wonderful. But like I said, I stayed up most of the night conversing with a certain person, and it was very interesting. Very, very interesting. And, you know, one of those, like, an inspiring kind of thing, like, mentally, spiritually. I know that sounds gay, but it was. I mean, if you've never had an experience like that, I mourn for you. I mourn for your spirit, because it doesn't know inspiration. It doesn't know excellence. And you never probably ever will, so that's just sad. It's kind of sad. I feel sad for a lot of people that will never have extraordinary experiences from just a conversation because they don't understand that it's, you know, like, it's not all about you. Sometimes it is about, like, sharing and getting to know others and realizing the connections between us all and so on and so forth. And yeah. And now I get to go home and deal with all of the children. Oh, and the new cat. Yes. We have a new cat now. You know, it's like on the last day of vacation, I'll tell this story real quick. I got another 8 minutes before I get home. The last day of vacation, we had both cars because I was going back and forth to take care of the animals, so on and so forth. And I ended up, the boys wanted to like go to a couple stores that were near the hotel, but we knew that taking all 4 kids there was going to be a nightmare. And actually, they wanted to go to a Spirit of Halloween store. So I talk about nightmares. I didn't want to give the little girls nightmares from going there. So yeah. All right, I'll bring them home. Mom can bring the boys to stores and whatever. The only thing is, Mom has a tendency to not be able to say no to the boys sometimes when, you know, certain things pop up. They want to buy certain things. They want to do this and that. You know, she hasn't built that resilience of like, I said no, and I mean no, and that's what's fucking happening. Hey, what's up, Tojo? So they go off to some stores. I bring the girls home. I start, you know, putting stuff away from the vacation and doing this and doing that back at the house. And but I get a text, hey, we stopped here, but we also had to go to. And I'm like, huh? I think, am I good or bad? I guess that's for you to decide. I mean, can I really tell if I'm good or bad? I mean, do bad people always think they're bad? Usually they're doing a bad thing for a good reason that they think. I mean, you know, I don't know. That's a real tricky question. I'll say this is, you know, when I get this text, please don't be mad. I thought my wife meant like, oh, we're taking a long time at these stores and you've been home alone with the girls for a while. Don't be mad that we're taking so long. And then I went off and did other things. I think I didn't touch my phone. The ringer was off. The sound was off, whatever. And then I come back to, you know, a little bit later, I come back to my phone. I'm like, geez, where are they? Like, I figured they'd be on their way home by now. I look at my phone and there's this picture and it says, oopsie kitty. And there's a picture of a cat. And they're like, yeah, there was a lady outside of Petco that had a box of cats, and, you know, we kind of rescued him, and but then we found, then in his carrier there, we saw like a little white thing, and I think it's a worm, so we had to go to this store to go get dewormer stuff, and I'm just like, and like literally, I'm reading this, and they're like, they pulled in like 2 minutes later. She had sent it to me like a half an hour or whatever before, but I just didn't check my phone. So I'm just like, oh, so what? Part of me is like, are we just fostering this cat? Like, what? We have another cat now? Like, we just got a cat like fucking 8 months ago or whatever, 6 months. I'm just like, oh my god, like, and they pull in, and I'm just like, I can't leave you people alone for one day. Like a couple of hours, 3 hours, and all of a sudden you got another cat coming home. Oh, well, this lady had them, and it kind of seemed like she had like a hoarder home she's a cat lady with a bunch of cats, so we like saved it. Like, saved it. Probably the cat probably loved being in a hoarder home with a bunch of other cats. You kidding me? It's like a party. It's party downtime. Ugh. So now we got another cat. It's a male cat. Actually, he's a pretty cool cat. Like, kind of looks a bit like a serval. Like has that like striped, like white, but then kind of orangey with the black, with spots and stripes, and pretty cool looking. Actually, the markings are neat. Has like the eyes have like almost like a black outline of like bigger eyes around, pretty, cute cat. Like, what am I gonna do? And they're like, oh, you're gonna hate the cat. I'm like, I'm not a terrible person. I'm actually a good person. Not bad. Good. I know I have the capacity to love another animal. That's not the problem. The problem is that getting another animal means more responsibility, more food that we have to buy for the thing, more fucking kitty litter to buy and to change and all that shit. That's where the part of me goes, oh, Jesus. Like, yeah, liking a cat is not the problem. Like, petting a cat and playing with a cat is not the problem. I'm fine with all of that. It's just the other shit that comes with it, but that's fine. If you guys are gonna take care of it, which my wife does take care of the other cat that we have gotten this year, so that, I change the kitty litter every once in a while. It's not just me like it used to be with the old cats, which, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to be the sole person to have to dig through that fucking shit box. But so now, yeah, we have another cat now. So now we have 2 cats and a dog. Great. Oh, but the other cat needed a companion. It had a dog. They play constantly. What, are you kidding me? What do you think that cat feels like? The cat's like, oh, you guys go on vacation. I don't see you for 3 days. And then you bring another cat home. What the fuck? Yeah, you guys deal with that. You guys deal with the cat being mad at you for taking another cat in. Huh. But yeah, I'm a very good person. And that proves it. Because I love this guy. He's pretty cool. His name's Snickers. Anyway, later.